Good evening. This is One News. We begin tonight with a breaking story. The National Telecommunications Commission has issued a cease and desist order against ABS-CBN this afternoon. This comes after the expiration of the Media Giants franchise. To tell us more about this, we have Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from Quezon City. Marlene, pakilinaw lang, bawal na bang mag-operate ang lahat ng platform ng ABS-CBN mula sa telebisyon hanggang sa kanilang digital arm?
Jess, hindi naman lahat ay apektado ng cease and desist order ng NTC sa ABS-CBN. Base sa nilabas na order ng komisyon, dapat daw itigil ng operasyon ng free TV at radio stations na ABS-CBN sa buong bansa, kabilang na ang regional channels nito. Ipinaliwanag ng NTC na base sa Radio Control Law, hindi pwedeng mag-operate ng radio transmitting station or radio receiving station for commercial use ang isang tao o kumpanya hanggat wala pa itong nakukuhang prangkisa mula sa Kongreso. Sa ngayon, nakabinbin pa rin sa Kongreso ang lahat ng ABS-CBN franchise bills. Una nang sinigurado ni House Committee on Legislative Franchises Chairman Franz Alvarez na hindi magsha-shutdown ang ABS-CBN matapos mag-expire ang franchise nito. Inabisuhan naman daw ng Kongreso ang NTC na bigyan na muna ng provisional authority ang ABS-CBN habang pending pa ang renewal ng prangkisa nito. Halos ganito rin ang naging opinyon ng DOJ. Pero nagbabala si Solicitor General Jose Calida na pwedeng makasuhan ng NTC dahil maikukonsidera raw na unconstitutional ang pagbibigay ng provisional authority sa mga network na wala pang prangkisa. Matatandang si Calida ang naghain ng motion sa Supreme Court para i-revoke ang prangkisa ng ABS-CBN dahil daw sa mga highly abusive practices umano nito. Inakusahan din niya ang ABS-CBN kaugnay sa umano'y foreign ownership nito. Sinabi rin ni Calida na kulang o walang operation permit ang ABS-CBN takbo ng KBO channel. Sinabi naman ng DOJ na hihintayin ang explanation ng NTC. Jess, kabibigay nga lang ng ABS-CBN ng kanilang pahayag dito sa naging desisyon ng NTC at basahin ko lamang ang ilang bahagi nito. Millions of Filipinos will lose their source of news and entertainment when ABS-CBN is ordered to go off-air on TV and radio tonight when people need crucial and timely information as the nation deals with the COVID-19 pandemic. This is in compliance with the cease and desist order issued by the National Telecommunications Commission that prohibits ABS-CBN from continuing its broadcast operations effective immediately. We trust that the government will decide on our franchise with the best interest of the Filipino people in mind, recognizing ABS-CBN's role and efforts in providing the latest news and information during these challenging times. ABS-CBN remains committed to being in the service of the Filipino, and we will find ways to continue providing meaningful service to them. Sinabi ng NTC na immediately executory ang cease and desist order nila laban sa ABS-CBN, pero binigyan naman nila ng 10 araw ang estasyon para sumagot kung bakit hindi dapat i-recall ang frequencies na inassign sa kanila. Sa ngayon, Jess, patuloy pa rin namang nag-ooperate ang kanilang free TV channel at ang kanilang AM at FM stations. Sa ngayon ay nagpakita rin ng suporta naman sa ABS-CBN ang National Union of Journalists of the Philippines na nagsindi ng kandila dito. Jess?
Okay, Marlene, I understand you're outside ABS-CBN, yung pinaka-office nila. What's the mood like out there? We can see behind you, parang merong activity na nangyayari. Is there a candle lighting of sorts?
Yes, yan yung sinabi natin na yung National Union of Journalists of the Philippines na dumating na at nagpakita nga ng suporta sa ABS-CBN at nagsisindi sila ngayon ng kandila dito ngayon. Jess?
Hindi ba medyo concern nila na baka nga mahuli sila, especially since we're under ECQ, baka ma-label sila as, ma-consider as mass gathering?
Actually, may ilan lang na kumukuha rin kasi ng mga pictures or litrato dito. Pero kung makikita mo ay magkakalayo rin naman sila, no? At saka naglagay lang sila ng stand freedom. So gusto lang nilang ipakita syempre yung suporta dito sa istasyon. Sa ngayon may Kakaunting empleyado pa lamang yung mga nakita natin dito sa labas ng network. Kadalasan ay karamihan ng dumating ay mga taga-ibang estasyon na at nag-aantabay tayo sa mga susunod pa na mangyayari.
Marlene, safe to say, wala pa tayong detalye as to when is the exact time na that ABS-CBN will be going off air. Meron ba tayong ine-expect from the bosses ng ABS-CBN at least tonight?
Yan ang actually hinihintay natin at ano yung kanilang magiging sunod na aksyon matapos nga matanggap itong o lumabas itong order ng NTC. Jess.
Alright, maraming salamat. That was Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from Quezon City. ABS-CBN has said that it will comply with the shutdown order following the cease and desist order issued by the NTC. In a report on the network's prime-time newscast, TV Patrol, ABS-CBN said it will go off air while their legal team processes their reply as required by the Commission. The Health Department reports 199 new COVID-19 cases today, May 5. This raises our total number of infections to 9,684. Meanwhile, 93 patients recovered from the disease in the last 24 hours, bringing the total up to 1,408. On the other hand, the country now has 637 deaths after 14 patients succumbing to COVID-19. In her daily virtual press briefing, Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere announced that 43 provinces in the country did not record any new cases of the virus for the past 2 weeks. However, it's too early to say that we have reached or surpassed the peak of the virus. She also says Japan will donate supplies of avian flu medicine for its clinical trial here in the country. In addition, Vergere announced that health workers laid off from hospitals and other health facilities because of budget cuts may apply directly to the department through their emergency hiring program. The Social Welfare Department admits it has faced numerous issues in implementing the Social Amelioration Program. Based on President Duterte's weekly COVID-19 response report to Congress, some payouts were postponed because of the exposure of some DSWD personnel to the virus. Another factor is the non-observance of ECQ guidelines by the beneficiaries during distribution. There were also reports of DSWD receiving threats from local officials in some areas. In some cases, the distribution was delayed because of politicizing or inaccurate lists of beneficiaries. As of May 1st, the government has already distributed cash aid to more than 10 million beneficiaries. That's 57% of the targeted 18 million poor families affected by strict quarantine measures. Back on the issue on the ABS-CBN franchise, the National Telecommunications Commission or the NTC gave further details on its cease and desist order against the media network. Dale De Vera is on the line for the details. Dale, anong mga bagong pahayag o paglilinaw ng NTC?
Just sinabi ng National Telecommunications Commission through Deputy Commissioner Ed Cabarios na ang tanging makakapagpatigil lang doon sa cease and desist order na inilalabas ng NTC laban sa ABS-CBN ay isang temporary restraining order from the Court of Appeals. Sabi kasi ni Deputy Commissioner Cabarios, they acted on the issue as a quasi-judicial body, kaya Court of Appeals yung kailangan mag-issue ng TRO para magpatuloy sa kanilang operations ang network. Yes?
Pero Dale, hindi ba may mga insidente na rin in the past na napaso ang legislative franchise ng isang kumpanya pero hindi naman sila na-issuehan ng cease and desist order di gaya ng nangyayari nga ngayon dito sa ABS-CBN?
Chester, tama ka. May mga kumpanya o utility companies na napaso yung kanilang franchise Pero ang panagkaiba daw nito, sabi ni Deputy Commissioner Cabarios, doon sa nag-expire na franchise, katulad ng halimbawa sa PLDT, wala daw nag-raise ng kahit anong issue, kaya nagpatuloy yung operation. Kumbaga, dito ngayon, may judicial notice na inihain, kaya kailangan nilang mag-decide bilang isang quasi-judicial body. Kaya sila naglabas ng cease and desist order laban sa ABS-CBN. Kahit na mayroong pending na application for franchise renewal sa Kongreso. Jess?
Okay, Dale, safe to say, mas pumapanig sila doon sa naging pahayag ni Kalida. Kumbaga, are they setting aside yung naging opinion ng DOJ, citing that there's sufficient equitable basis to actually grant ABS-CBN provisional authority?
Parang ganun nga yung lumalabas, Jess, no? Kasi nung nakausap natin kanina si Deputy Commissioner Cabarios, tinanong natin sa kung ano yung naging basis doon sa pagpapalabas ng cease and desist order. Dahil nga may mga opposition from the Congress and yung legal opinion ni Secretary Guevara at saka yung naging previous order ng NTC for an automatic extension of franchises until after ECQ. Ang pinaliwanag dito ni Deputy Commissioner Cabarios ay yung Article 1 ng Radio Control Law na nagsasabi na no person, firm, or company or even association shall construct, install, establish, or operate a radio station within the Philippine Islands without having first obtained a franchise. Therefore, from the Philippine Legislature. Kumbaga sinasabi na pending pero wala pa talagang approved na franchise. Jess?
Nabanggit ba sila doon sa legal remedy na pwedeng gawin ng ABS-CBN? There's a 10-day period in which pwedeng mag-appeal ang ABS-CBN. May nabanggit ba sila specifically kung paano yung magiging proseso? Should we say na within those 10 days ay magbigay ng kanilang appeal yung ABS-CBN? What's next?
Just wala nabanggit si Deputy Commissioner Cabarios tungkol dyan. Pero ang posible kasi mangyari is kapag ka nag-lapse yung period na yon na ibinigay ng NTC for ABS-CBN to reply at halimbawa sabihin natin hindi nakapag-reply ang ABS-CBN, magiging final na yung decision ng NTC after 15 days.
All right, thank you for those updates. That was News 5's Dale De Vera. More stories coming after a quick break. This is our special coverage on the COVID-19 pandemic. Stay with us. On their second day back to work, Senate leaders have made it clear that all ABS-CBN franchise talk will be left to the lower house. But with the NTC now putting the plug on the network, lawmakers give their take on the matter. We have with us Mean Los Baños to tell us more. Mean, anong naging reaksyon ng mga senador sa development na to?
Jess, alam mo, dismayado ang ilan sa mga senador sa naging desisyon ng NTC na maglabas ng cease and desist order laban nga sa ABS-CBN. Yan ay dahil bago pa mag-break ang sesyon nitong Marso, naglabas na ng resolusyon ang mga senador na humihiling nga ng provisional authority sa NTC para makapagpatuloy ng operasyon ang ABS-CBN kahit pa mapaso ang kanilang prangkisa. Ayon kay Senator Sonny Angara, bakit kailangang ipasara ng NTC ang ABS-CBN sa panahong nasa pandemic tayo at kailangan ng tao ng reliable information? Dagdag pa ng senador, sa mga panahong ito, malaking source of information ng ABS-CBN para sa publiko. Ayon naman kay Senate President Tito Soto, marapat ding bigyang atensyon ng GMA7 at TV5 dahil ang dalawang estasyon din naman daw ay malaking source ng impormasyon lalo sa mga panahong ito. Si Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon naman ay kinundina ang ginawa ng NTC dahil hindi raw ito sang-ayon sa batas at tingin niya umaabuso sa kapangyarihan ng NTC. Marami naman daw kasi ang nangyari sa nakaraan na habang pending ang application para sa renewal ng franchise sa Kongreso, ay pinayagan pa rin ng NTC na mag-operate ang isang kumpanya at binigyan ng provisional authority. Sabi naman ng Senate Majority Leader na si Mig Zubiri, highly irregular na ipasara ang ABS sa panahon ng pandemic kung saan ang nasabing major TV station ay nagbibigay ng impormasyon sa publiko. Tanong naman ni Senator Grace Poe na chairperson ng Senate Committee on Public Services, ngayon pa raw ba talaga ipapasara ang ABS kung kailan marami na ang walang trabaho? Ang mga TV network daw kasi di lamang ang ABS ay patuloy na nagpapasweldo ngayon sa kanilang mga tauhan kahit hindi regular ang programming sa ilalim ng lockdown. Kaya pag pinasara ang nasabing TV network ay mas dadami pa ang mawawalan ng trabaho at aasa pa sa gobyerno para sa tulong. Hirit pa ni Po kung naipasa lang sana agad ng Kamara ang franchise bill ay mabilis din itong lulusot sana sa Senado. Jess, mungkahi naman ni Senators Drilon and Zubiri, dumiretso na ang ABS-CBN sa Korte Suprema para humingi nga ng saklolo. Wala naman daw kasi silang nakikitang masama kung magpapatuloy ng operasyon ang TV network. Jess?
Okay, Mean, clarification lang. I know you reported about this, Drilon and Zubiri saying na dumiretso na nga sa Korte Suprema itong ABS-CBN. But the question now is there anything that the Senate can actually do from their end to at least aid somehow ABS-CBN in terms of their itong ang legal battle nila for their franchise?
Jess, alam mo, the Senate has done its part, sa totoo lang. Bago pa nga yung break nitong March, naglabas na sila ng resolution. Yun yung hinihingi ng NTC, concurrent resolution. So, ang Senate, naglabas siya ng resolution, humihiling siya ng provisional authority for ABS-CBN. Tanda ko pa, noong March 11, huling araw ng sesyon, nagkaroon pa ng konting seremonya doon sa plenaryo para personal na ibigay kay NTC Deputy Commissioner Cabarrios itong sense of the Senate na ito. At nung na-interview namin si Deputy Commissioner Cabarrios, sinabi pa niya na ibibigay yung provisional authority after mapaso yung prangkisa. So, right now, ang magagawa lang ng Senado, hintayin ang Kamara na matapos ito maipasa. Kasi naman sa Senate, wala naman daw talagang problema. Bagamat, sinabi na ni Senator Drilon kanina, hindi sila masyadong hopeful na matatapos agad ng Kamara itong pagdinig sa prangkisa ng ABS-CBN. Jess?
Man, at the same time, clarification lang dun sa position ni Senator Tito Soto. So, is he in favor of what's happening now with ABS-CBN since he did mention, that there are other TV networks na pwedeng option as sources of information?
Hindi naman. Hindi naman niya sinabi na in favor siya sa shutdown. I think yung kanyang naging sagot, kasi unang nagsalita sa session kanina si Senator Sonny Angara, at ang sabi niya kasi, yun nga, reliable source of information ng ABS-CBN. So kung isa-shutdown nyo, saan na tayo kukuha ng impormasyon? Sabi niya, sa internet ba? Puro fake news. Kaya nagsalita si Senate President Soto na hindi naman. Sabi niya, may iba namang networks like GMA and TV5 na pwede ring panggalingan ng impormasyon sa panahon ito, lalo sa panahon ng pandemic. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na pabor siya sa shutdown ng ABS, Jess.
So, overall, Mean, can you sense a bit of a frustration on the end of the Senate sa nangyayari ngayon? Considering that, especially since they were at least one of the bodies that's really adamant prior to this whole ECQ na maipasa nga or mabigyan ng provisional authority itong ABS-CBN.
Yes, karamihan sa mga senador, una, wala sa agenda kanina yung usapin ng ABS-CBN pero the moment na na-break yung balita na naglabas ng cease and desist order, hindi napigilan yung mga senador na magsalita doon sa sesyon. Pangalawa, pakiramdam ng mga senador, naalala ko yung sabi ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, ginawa na nila lahat para lang magbigyan ng provisional authority itong ABS-CBN. Kasi sa hearing ni Senator Grace po, ang sinasabi ng NTC doon, kailangan nila ng resolusyon coming from the Congress kasi nga sa Kongreso, sa Kamara at sa Senado, nakabinbin yung prangkisa ng ABS-CBN. So ang sinasabi ng NTC, pag bigyan nyo kami ng resolusyon, bibigyan namin sila ng provisional authority. So ang sinasabi ng senators ngayon, nagbigay kami ng resolusyon. So ano pa ba ang gusto nyo? Kaya medyo in shock at hindi makapaniwala itong mga senador na imbis na provisional authority, cease and desist order ang nilabas ng NTC. Jess.
And lastly, over in Congress, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they are going to call on officials of the NTC for a show cause order, possibly citing them for contempt. Meron bang posibleng maging ganung move from the Senate?
So far, wala kaming narinig na ganyang move. Kasi kanina, nung pumasok yung balitang yan, in shock yung mga senators. Basically, ang sinabi nila kanina sa session, sa habang nagsesesyon, yung kanila lamang nararamdaman. At yung pinaka nakita ko lang na aksyon, yung may suggestion sa Senator Zubiri nga, tsaka sa Senator Dulon, na para sa kanila, parang more of like, wag nyo nang hintayin yung prangkisa. More of, dumiretso na kayo sa Supreme Court, doon na kayo humingi ng tulong para mas mabilis. Yun ang sinasabi nila, Jess.
All right, thank you for those updates. That was News 5's Mayan Los Baños. Malacanang is keeping a separate stand on the virus invasion comment made by Presidential Chief Legal Counsel Sal Panelo. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque said Palace will maintain its position that martial law may only be declared in instances of lawless violence in the country, as previously stated by President Duterte. In a commentary, Panelo said that COVID-19 invasion qualifies as ground for the declaration of martial law. Roque says this is Panelo's personal view on the matter. The spokesman adds he concurs with the position of Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara that only armed invasion or rebellion constitutes the basis for the imposition of martial law. The Education Department has announced that school opening this year will be on August 24, 2020. This covers classes from grade school to senior high school. The school year will last until April 30, 2021. Education Secretary Leonor Briones clarified that this is not confined to a physical school setup. Schools with the capacity to do so may also implement flexible learning arrangements such as online classes.
Tama-tama naman ito dahil sang-ayon ito sa ating batas dahil ang batas natin nagsasabi na ang pag-open ng school mag-umpisa anytime between June and August. Pero hindi ibig sabihin lahat physical na papasok kasi may lockdown naman tayo sa iba't ibang mga lugar. Pwedeng virtual, pwede ding physical sa mga lugar na inaalaw ang physical na pagbukas ng eskwelahan.
Senate President Tito Soto, meanwhile, said that the upper chamber is looking to pass a measure giving President Duterte powers to adjust the school calendar. Soto says he thinks it is better for school to start in September to avoid a second wave of infection. And that's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.